My name is Pat. I'm a union glazer journeyman here with Brin, and this is my Brin story. I've been here since October 24th, 2016. Starting out was kind of just one of those weird things you just fall into. I was working in agriculture, pumping manure, which is a fun job, and it kind of kept me away from home a lot. So I decided to move and move careers and kind of figure out what I could do back home. I always grew up in St. Cloud, the St. Cloud area, so I just kind of crawled around all the industrial parks. I saw Heartland Glass, so I kind of pulled in and asked if they needed somebody to work. The GM at the time came out and got me and was like, "Yeah, we got a spot." So yeah, I picked up in the shop, just cutting material and assembling things. I kind of got a background in doing a little bit of everything, so did that and worked my way into being a glazer, going through the union, starting the whole apprenticeship program, and yeah, here I am now. Growing up, my dad was a union guy. He was a tenor here in town, working for McDowell, local pen. When I grew up, I didn't know much about it, but once I realized that the glazers, what a glazer was and what they do, and that there were a union, it really intrigued me because I knew my dad did that kind of stuff, and we always had a pretty good life. My childhood was pretty awesome, get to have fun as a kid. So yeah, that kind of intrigued me. And then I got to talking to our union steward at the time, and he kind of gave me some more information and kind of worked with the company. It's always been really easy to just kind of say what you want to do, and usually you're directed into that path. And that was the path I wanted to take. The company, yeah, it definitely invested in me and just the apprenticeship program for sure. They give you kind of the keys to a lot of things when you're trusted here. You have tools that are worth thousands, sometimes tens of thousands of dollars. The materials you work with, it's a lot of trusted in you. I'm 32 years old, and I get to run $2 million jobs, that we were on for. It's neat. Heartland's culture is it's definitely fun and upbeat. We like to keep it that way. We come in the morning and we're greeting each other, but it's not salutations. We're busting each other up and having a fun time with it. We're getting our stuff going. I think that really helps with just how we get ready in the day. We have a really good time of meshing together and having fun. There's definitely no one I feel is left out, so that's cool. Especially at Heartland, we got a lot of that mom and pop feel, and a lot of these people that have been working here, like you said, one of the office ladies here, I have her in my phone as Mom. It's just like one of those deals. Doing the job, I feel like we're all going to have to do a job sooner or later. It's just who you pick to do it with, and I've always kind of dug working here ever since day one. It's always just kind of been a supportive place to be. I've worked with Brin and I've worked with St. Germain's plenty of times. It's cool working with different guys, different crews, different management styles, right? But it is wild because you do start showing up at these places and people do know who you are, because you do have such a wide cast, and we have many other locations that if you put yourself out there, to give you better opportunities. There's more going on than just what's going on in this building. So, obviously we got my union benefits, and my retirement too. Like I said, my father was a union guy. Kind of harped that whole pension and retirement and saving thing. Of course, when you're younger, it's kind of hard to beat into your own self. But the health insurance thing was a big thing for me. My mom passed away from cancer. Not to make it sad, but a lot of that expenses was a big deal. My father had the same insurance I do. It was mostly covered by that. That reflects to me. And that was before I was even in the union. So things like that speak out when it's like a major problem or illness in the family. When you can look over your shoulder and that's covering you, that's incredible. My piece of advice for someone coming into the glass industry, glass is a respected thing. You gotta know that you're around it. It's easy to just sling around once you're used to it, but if you're not paying attention to it, it can definitely get you. It's a dangerous object to be working with and have it be your main component you're working with. My name is Pat, and that was my Brin story.